So today's definitely kind of a different video. Um, I This is a week out from when I got the Inspire sleep apnea implant surgery. Um, yeah, it's actually been exactly a week. Um, which is funny because for a while there, I couldn't remember if it was Inspire or Aspire. It's Inspire. So yeah, kind of background. Just my experience. It's not turned on yet, so that'll be a video in a monthish. Anywho, so yeah, I know I snored. I got diagnosed with sleep apnea first, like more than 10 years ago. Tried a mask, didn't help, or at least it wasn't worth the hassle. I already have trouble going to sleep anyway. I just have trouble, like, the main thing is like trying to turn off my brain. So that was like another wrinkle, so it wasn't worth it. And then a year or two ago, um, decided to give it a shot again. Again, try the mask, still hated it. I never made it a whole night without it. And now they can actually monitor how much you're using it so they can make sure that's worth your insurance to handle it. So that seems a little weird. And like had to sleep a certain way, and I kind of like screwed up my neck sometimes because I'm old. And I tried this mouth guard thing that like keeps your jaw in a certain place. Again, didn't make it a whole night. That one cost me like $500. Because someone told me, because the doctor told me that it would have been more if we had run it through my insurance because it's a medical device, not a dental device, or something stupid like that. Anyways, like I said, in case you didn't know, the surgery, it's outpatient, but you're under general anesthesia. So you can see the incision up here where the device is in my chest, kind of like a pacemaker, and the wire goes up through here. Hi, Willow. I'm not talking to anyone else, so don't be jealous. I know rescues are needy. And up here, this incision up here is actually kind of bigger than I thought it would be, and I got a double chin now. And this has actually been the biggest problem, or wrinkle, I guess. I can feel you staring at me. um, it was hard to talk and eat. Also, my throat from putting in the breathing tube that usually bugs me. Like opening my mouth and it's not like the texture of food. Like, oh, it's still some soft. It's not that. It's you probably don't realize how much you use your tongue when you eat, like manipulating food in there. I know because of I have epilepsy. So when I bit my tongue, there's about a week I just can't eat or talk really. And I'm like, oh, ice cream. It's like, no, that doesn't matter. Actually, that stuff like that actually can be worse in a weird way. But yesterday was like the first like real meal I was able to eat. And I wasn't anticipating this much pain here, so I wasn't like prepared. So I ended up drinking like a lot of chocolate milk to get some kind of sustenance. So that was the biggest pain. I only shave once a week because my beard grows pretty slowly, so that was tricky trying to go around this. See, this is about. It's weird because here and here they didn't use stitches or anything; they used glue. I mean, which I've heard of, but that was just a new one on me. So there was that. My tongue is still kind of numb. Because the actual like wire is like somewhere in there. And sometimes I get the sensation of like there's a hair on it. You know, like you ever gotten hair in your mouth like you use that, then like keep like reaching and there's nothing here. So for the chest wound, you can kind of see that. Thankfully, I was worried about it hitting my tattoo. It just missed. I don't know if that was intentional or I just got lucky for once in my life. You kind of feel the device over here. You got some like yellow bruising that's recovering. Again, glue, which is weird. This hasn't hurt as it hurts. I mean, it did hurt, but it's been less of a problem because that's like easier to like. Oh, don't use my arms because on weight restriction, I think they said nothing heavier than like a gallon of milk, however that 20 pounds. Or repeated arm movements, especially on the right side. I guess this thing has to like heel in. But again, that's a lot easier. Although sleeping was a little tricky. Like the first nights, I can't like sleep on your right side. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna start going back to work, at least for a little bit, just doing like desk work, which regular librarian, checking in items repeatedly or reaching for stuff. So that's gonna be limited for a while. Thankfully, this worked out where it's just after the book sale, so I got all of that taken care of. Um, let's see. They gave me some pain pills, obviously, but I must have a weird metabolism because I didn't get any like the loopiness like right before they took me back. Guys, like, okay, it's gonna feel like you just took 3 drinks on an empty stomach, which I don't drink, so I don't. No, but I didn't feel anything. Um, like caffeine doesn't work on me either. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what the deal is. Um, with Zonoxy and with those kind of things, you get a little backed up, which my poor diet wasn't helping with that. And also trying to keep busy. It's been a week, and even I have my limits for how much I can be home. I checked out Hades 2 from the library, and I beat it. Well, I got to the credits, which I'm kind of just beating. I'm not getting the whole epilogue thing. Anyway, really good. In case you know, download some songs for it. I have a new contender for weirdest song title on my phone now, which is "I'm Gonna Cloud Your Eyes and Then Drown You." That's up right up there with like other titles such as "Play That for Breakfast" and "Let's Dance Boys," where ones I have to explain to. Doing a lot of like printing and side business stuff. Shameless plug will be in the description. And also I'm gonna do a video showcasing some of the jewelry stuff. I have some cool stuff. So there's that. Checked out a bunch of DVDs from the library that right before and sort of during. What? Anything no really? I just took a little bit out of my balance. I got Hamlet 2, which I wasn't a fan of. It just wasn't my kind of humor. Repo the Titanic Opera. That was interesting. No, I did kind of like that though. Although Paris Hilton was it. That was very distracting. Let's see what else. The Guest. That was a pretty good horror movie. I guess more of a thriller maybe. And some of the random things. Plus just whatever streaming crap. Like on Shudder, I watched Marshmallow, the horror movie. It was okay. Interesting idea. Execution was a little but yeah, we'll see about that. So yeah, tomorrow just gonna do a few hours, get the gossip, see what I missed, and some computer work. Friday, I have a follow-up. Fortunately, the follow-up's in St. Louis, so I gotta drive there. But that's first just to check it out things. There's an app I need to download that keeps track, like works with the remote dealie. The device actually didn't get turned on. I have a follow-up in like April, where it actually gets like activated. They show me how to do it and all that. So I'll do a video then. But yeah, anyway, just want to do this. If anyone's interested in getting this thing, here's what you got to deal with first. Now I'll let you know if it's worth it after that. Bye.